you know, they're telling you to do what they're not doing for themselves. So they're telling you to lock down. You can't go to restaurants. Whilst they're going to restaurants, they're living normally. How stupid are people? They're watching TV and they think that everything's normal because they've just gotten used to this COVID bullshit coming through their screen and at every angle at them. They just think it's normal. That's just normal. You know, people are so stupid that they have lost their concept of what's normal, and you know, and they think, oh, what are you fighting for freedom for? You know, because we're free. Like you don't have to wear a mask now. You know, people are working. We're not in lockdown. If you're not, they think that if you're not in lockdown, well, I call it lockup. You're not in lockup, that you're free. This is how stupid. Now, you know, I'm hanging to go for a trip because I used to go to Bali probably 2 times a year. I went to Croatia a couple of years ago. I would love to go for a trip, but under these circumstances, I won't be traveling anywhere ever again. You know, I will not be traveling, getting a vaccine to travel. Absolutely not. You know, on principle. Yeah, on principle, and I've reserved myself to that.
Guys, what I find hard to believe is the whole thing is concentrated on medical tyranny, as I call it. The governments all make you believe it's all about keeping you safe. It's all about, they ignore the other things like the economy, the social aspect, the mental aspect of people's lives. But it's all concentrated on the one thing, supposedly your health, when the fact is, you know, the statistics show there's no pandemic, less deaths in 2020, and amazingly, cancer, pneumonia, heart attacks, and other major deaths have all dropped dramatically in the last 12 months, and people cannot see what's going on there. They just switched the names over to COVID, but anyway.
Well, all right, the medical excuse is the perfect excuse, because you think, what's the one thing that people are most fear in their life is dying, okay? So they've got to put the fear of death into people, that if you don't do this, you're going to die. And whereas we know if you do this, we're going to all friggin' die, you know? So and I think it's a good way of looking at it in terms of, you know, we have to use their same tactics back at them. We have to make them afraid. So this is why we have to unite, and we've got to, and when you're called to be somewhere, we have to all go. And you don't have to say a word. You're just a number, you turn up. You don't have to be involved in anything. You just turn up. And if the shit's hitting the fan in the middle, you stay on the side, but you turn up, because we need numbers.